guys, this is Jamie Tallulah, and I am here with a very quick tutorial on embossing foil and painting it. Okay, so let me show you a quick project that I did. Here is the project, and it is very pretty. I love it. And there is the embossing. So, hopefully you can see that. It's embossed and painted foil. So I'm going to show you how to do this technique today. It is very simple. What you will need to have is a Cuttlebug or a Bigshot or something like that. You'll want your A or B plates. You'll need some embossing folders. You will need, you can choose what coloring medium you want. You want something permanent, so I have some Spectrum Noirs to try out for you. I used some permanent marker Sharpies, and of course we have some Adirondack inks. I only have 3. I probably should get another set. So we have those. Hopefully everybody can see that because I have my light on so you can see. So we have some coloring mediums. I want to show you some examples. So here is one I did with the peacock. So lovely, lovely peacock that I adore so much. Beautiful. I did this one with a snowflake embossing folder, and they're all Derice folders. And then I did the butterfly, which is on the project. Okay, and you will need some aluminum foil, some regular old kitchen aluminum foil. Now, you can do the example I showed you. It was done with the less shiny side showing, but you can also do it with the shiny side doesn't, so it doesn't really matter. The first thing you want to do is you want to cut a decent sized piece of aluminum foil, and I'm sorry it's blinding you because it's foil. And you just want to make at least 3, 5, 6 layers. Okay, and it won't even matter that this is big. So I'm going to do this one so that the dull side is up, so you can see that. And just fold it. I'm going to fold it again. That gives me 3 layers. And I didn't measure it precisely or anything. I just cut a piece that I could use. Okay, fold it, and then I'm going to fold it again. So in this section we'd have 1, 2, 3, and then doubled it again. Okay, and then go ahead and fold it again. So then we had a little package. Okay, little package. Smooth it all down. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to worry about the wrinkles. We don't even have to worry about this side because we'll just put that side down. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other 2 real quickly. This one I'm going to do face down so that the shiny side is down. Put that there. And it is a crinkly mess, so you will hear your crinkling. Sorry about that. So can you see that? Just hold that over. And notice I'm not even really paying attention too much with... You want to make sure that you make your piece big enough so that you can get whatever you want to, image you want on it. Yep. That one. And then I'm going to do this one with the shiny side up. Shiny side with shiny side. Shiny side up. So you can see the difference with the pieces. Okay. I'm just going to roll that. And I'll roll it again. Okay. That's pretty much it. So I have 3 little packets. The next thing I'm going to do is pull out my Cuttlebug. So hold on momentarily. It's very simple. You use your Cuttlebug. You have your A plate. I have a shim. And you can test to see if your machine needs one. Another B plate. Pick your folder. So let's see what I want to do this time. I don't know. Let's take this wonderful handy dandy piece. And you're going to take your foil. It doesn't matter which piece. I'm going to use one that's, let's use this one. It's shiny side. Now, since it's the crappy one, I'm going to put that down. Just fit it into your folder where you think you would want the design. So let's see, I'm trying to see which design do I like here. Kind of like that side, that part of the design. So I put it in my folder. You guys know how the Cuttlebug works. Put that in there. Put your B plate. and run it on through. Now, depending on how many layers. Now, with foil, because it's so thin, you want to actually pay attention because you can actually end up cutting through. So I'm going to do it 2 times. Roll it through 2 times. 2 times, 2 times. Dos. Okay, pull that out. And you can see that is nicely embossed. How awesome is that? Okay, so just put that to the side. Pick out another one. And I'm going to do this lovely leaf pattern. This time I have my shiny side on the inside. So I'm just going to rearrange this so I can get whatever I want on here. Okay. So it looks like that. And repeat the process. So you guys know how that goes. Just going to run that through. Oops. It didn't want to go through. Run that through. You could also do this with the foil that's thicker that you get from the craft stores. There's that piece. And let's see her. Let's go ahead and go this little steampunkish. So I'm going to put that in here. Let's do the clock and the little whatchamajig. I don't really know what that is. So we'll stick that in there. And like I said, you can adjust it so that there's 1 and there's 2. So that you can actually have a whole piece. So pull that out. Open. Pull it out. And there's that piece. Okay, next thing is for coloring. Okay, the next step is to color your piece. So this is my detailed piece. And you can decide which side you like better. So here's one side of the embossing. And here's the other. So you can decide which sections, what part you like best. Technically, I guess this is the right side, but whatever. Okay, I'm also using a piece of, this is a piece of paper that labels come on, so I'm just recycling that, reusing that so it doesn't get stuck on my mat. I also have a dried out baby wipe, a very dried out baby wipe, and we'll get to with the coloring. So very simple. Let's start with some alcohol ink. So let's just put some on there. And it's so easy to do. Okay, put some here. Then I'll just take a piece and kind of wipe it where you want it. Looks so cool. Wipe it in there. Now, you also want to be careful when you're wiping because 1, you don't want to de-emboss the stuff that you embossed, and 2, it's still foil, even though there's some, you know, depth to it. It's still aluminum foil and it can still tear. So you want to be careful with that. Okay, so then just, and you probably could use your little felt squares or your little daubers or whatever that you normally use for your alcohol inks. But this was on my desk, so I decided, hey, might as well use what you have on your desk. You know, you gotta be economical, you know. Use your stuff. Okay. So you can get some little, nice little tints. And I only have these 3, so I only have 3 alcohol inks. I need to get some more because I actually really like them for these little projects and stuff like this. Okay, so we have that so far. And you can color it any way you want. Okay. So that is kind of a little mishmash. Now let's try some spectral noirs. So I have some spectral noirs, and let's just go in here. Let's try here. Let's see what it does. Because these are alcohol markers as well. I need some kind of music. I need to design some kind of music for tutorials. So let's see. Let's go ahead and switch the tip. And you can rub it in. So by rubbing it in, it becomes thinner. Or you can wait till it dries. I'll leave it there so you can see a difference over here. And let's put some here for fun. And maybe here. Some little dots. Okay. Alright, so there's some spectral noirs in there, and then let's go for some Sharpies. Let's try, let's do red. So we can have some here, color these over. Put some red here. And put red there. And here. Hey. And there's some red on there. And then I liked, when I did some before, was to just take the black and run it over some of the pieces. Some of the highlights. So it'll be like this, just run it over it. Let's do some here in this center. Why don't we just go over this whole thing like that? Make it stand out more. And what you don't like, you can wipe off as long as it's not dry. And if it does dry, just go over it with some other alcohol product and you know it'll come up. Awesome. And then you have a completed piece. And you can trim it up, you can cut it, you can do whatever you need to make it what you want. So, thanks for joining me on this tutorial, and I hope to see a project. If you do a project, definitely link a video so I can check it out. So, there you go, and I will be back with some other foil techniques. Bye!